We've all seen High School Musical, the songs, the dance numbers, and of course, Troy and Gabriella. But there's one question that's been bothering me and many other people for the longest time. Instead of Troy, did Gabriella really never consider dating Lord Sauron? Which is why today we're gonna be asking the important question: who would be a better boyfriend? Basketball star Troy Bolton, or the Dark Lord of Mordor and Scourge of Middle-earth, Lord Sauron the Conqueror? First, let's talk about how each of them treats new people they meet. When Troy first meets Gabriella, you can see that he's nervous.
I get what I'm saying. I can't. No, God.
He immediately breaks eye contact every chance he gets and even turns his back on her multiple times. All classic rookie mistakes and things you shouldn't do when you first meet someone. In contrast, let's look at what Sauron does when he first meets Frodo.
I see you.
Sauron takes the initiative to speak first and tell Frodo that he sees him. Look at that! Instant eye contact.
There is no life in the void.
And after that, he even tries to strike up a friendly conversation to put Frodo at ease. What a perfect first impression. Honestly, I am blown away. It's crazy just how much more attractive Sauron is based on first impressions. Next up, I'm so sorry, Troy, but we're gonna have to talk about your blatant disregard for safety.
Let us probe the mounting evils of cell phones.
Dreamy as he looks here, we can't ignore the fact that he's working from heights without a proper harness, which is a clear violation of workplace health and safety regulations. Oh my, is that Troy sprinting through a workshop filled with dangerous machinery and power tools? What a surprise. It is a miracle that Troy hasn't injured or killed anybody with his cavalier approach to basic safety. And if he can't even look out for himself, what makes you think he'll look out for your safety as well? Now let's look at how the Lord of Barad-dûr enters this dangerous environment filled with sharp objects and angry murderers. Immediately, you'll notice that he is wearing full personal protective equipment including head, hand, torso, lower body, and foot protection. And the very first thing he does is to remove dangerous hazards from his area of work.
Isildur, son of the king, took up his father's sword.
You can even see Sauron's stylish foot protection preventing this bearded vagrant from giving him a nasty laceration. Honestly, the heir of Morgoth has such a respect for workplace safety, and it is so sexy. And also, Sauron is so good at giving thoughtful presents.
It began with the forging of the great rings.
Look at how happy all his friends are after he gives them handmade, personalized jewelry. But now, let's look at Troy. After winning the big basketball game, his teammates give him the game ball.
Team voted you the game ball, Captain.
Which is a huge honor. But then he immediately gives it away to his song composer.
Here's your game ball.
Which is not only disrespectful to his team, but also puts his poor composer in a really awkward spot. You can tell she hates this gift because she throws it away almost immediately after. Seriously, do you really want a boyfriend who just re-gifts other people's presents? Gross. You know what's not gross though? Caring for people in need. And no one does that quite as well as the Dark Ruler of Mordor, Sauron. So we all know Gandalf, right? Tall fellow, luscious beard, prone to personal accidents? Well, take a look at him bending down to pick up a ring with extremely poor posture. Sauron immediately chimes in to stop him, and it's blisteringly obvious how much Sauron wants to protect senior citizen Gandalf from the horrors of chronic back pain. Speaking of chronic pain, let's talk about how little Troy cares for other people. Just take a look at him shoving minority students aside, or how about calling Gabriella in the middle of class and causing multiple other students to get their phones confiscated and sent to detention. Oh, Troy. Finally, everyone wants a boyfriend who they can rely on under pressure. And one of the most pressurizing situations is singing on stage in front of hundreds of people. Unfortunately, Troy severely underperforms when asked to do this. Let me break it down for you. So Troy and Gabriella are supposed to sing the song Breaking Free in front of a massive audience. Now we know that Troy is supposed to sing first because we see him practicing the start of the song earlier. But at the actual performance, the song starts and Troy doesn't start singing. And don't let this close-up of Gabriella fool you. We know Troy is supposed to be the one who starts the song. I cannot be so easily hoodwinked, Mickey. Then Troy goes up to Gabriella and gaslights her, acting like it's all her fault.
I can't do it, Troy.
No, Gabriella, you did nothing wrong. This idiot forgot to start singing. Then, after destroying Gabriella's sense of self-worth and making her look like a fool in front of hundreds of people, Troy finally decides to remember his part and start the song properly. What a disgusting excuse of a human being. You know how Sauron reacts under pressure? With calmness, grace, and a willingness to crush the souls of the unworthy. Alright, I think it's pretty obvious that Sauron is by far the better choice of boyfriend. And if any of you Troy Bolton simps don't agree, then leave a comment below. And see you all next time.